It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Seattle Seahawks. Next on Madden NFL 24.
It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle, and we just heard it, and that means it's time for football at Lumen Field. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one in the NFC, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, and Charles, kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
The offensive line for both teams, because both teams have a terrific pass rush. They've got to keep their passers upright. If they have a chance to do that, they can both thrive on offense and move the ball downfield.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Here's Walker to start the drive. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of the bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, right at the 40. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first-down gains. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And he's got Smith and Jigba. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Here's Walker. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to... So this offense will head back out there. They're in excellent field position after the fumble recovery. Following the fumble recovery, Smith. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation and a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And Smith's throw into the hands of Fan. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Now this throw caught left side. Touchdown! DK Metcalf. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, All those times you talk to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator's a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. Play action. It's Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On the return is Powell. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. And the football going back to the Vikings offense. Looking. With a little over 2 minutes to play in the second quarter, the offense gets ready to take over. Now Gino on 1st down, buying time to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. They'll fake it. Now Smith. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And his guys are going to get the football. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Dean Lowry, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On 1st and 10, Smith. He's got his big tight end, Fant. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Gino now to throw. Man open downfield. It's Metcalf. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps, and delivers a big play here for this offense.
From the red zone now, Smith. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant from 13 yards out. And the Seahawks will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. That is taken in by the tight end Fan. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports halftime report. Both these teams going through their final adjustments before heading back out of the locker room.
It'll be a 1st and 10 coming up as this offense takes over possession of the football in the 3rd quarter. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And Smith's throw into the hands of Walker. And they get this way past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Off of play action, here's Smith. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for 2nd down.
It's a loss of 9. Now 2nd and goal at the 19-yard line.
Get in right now, boys.
Throwing now is Geno. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
That's going to be caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Nick Ballore taking it in from a yard out. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter decently. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. And he'll get it down here to the 43. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Geno. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are right back in this football game. Well, their defense did the job. They got the turnover on downs. Now what can the offense do as they take possession? Walker now on 1st and 10. Bust through the tackle. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense. And this
blitz coming, and down he goes. The linebacker, Jordan Hicks, flying in there for the sack. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Steps away. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Now Smith on 3rd and goal. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he just danced away from that one defender on his way to a gain of about 7 yards. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ballgame. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down, and that should just about do it. And they'll indeed take a knee. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee.
Here we go, here we go.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
What is this?
So the victory here for Seattle, and a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future they've got work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.